In this video I'm going to show you how to disassemble the Tippmann A5 Cyclone feed system. To start out, we need to remove this screw. It's a regular screw. Then flip the marker around. You can remove this Allen screw here. Then your Cyclone will just separate from the A5. Next, you want to remove this screw here. Then with these, you just want to make sure there is no blockage in the airway of the screw. And be careful with those little O-rings. Same thing on that one. These are fine. Just set that aside. Then you need a Phillips screwdriver. You gotta remove these 4 screws on the back. Just set those screws aside. Now your back plate will come off. And your piston housing may try to jump out of there. You got a spring in here. Just set that aside. Got a bolt. That's what holds it to the A5. Then you need to flip this all around. Take out the screw that holds the paddles in. Has a little washer with it. Then your paddles come out, and your main Cyclone body. Then you have your ratchet arm, piston housing. Basically what you want to do is just make sure there's no paint in the bottom, because if you break a ball, it'll leak down through here and gunk up the inside of your Cyclone. So just make sure there's no paint. All these plastic parts can just be run under water and dried off. Then when you put it back together, just make sure they're all really dry. And then for reassembly, you want to oil this O-ring right at the back. Make sure that's oiled up. Stick it back in the piston housing. And you want to apply some oil down here. That's just to help it run smoother. If you do a lot of rapid firing, you might want to get some white lithium grease. I just do semi-auto, very slowly. Usually I'm not shooting a lot of paint, so it doesn't matter for me. I just put some oil down there and you'll be fine. Put the smallest paddle in first, and you'll notice that each paddle has a little flat spot. You can't put them on the wrong way. They only go on one way. Just tighten that up. Then Insert your bolt. Your spring, the 90-degree bend goes in the little hole down here. Just presses in there. And normally before I get putting that on, I just flip this over and hold the bottom and cycle it just to make sure it all works. It's a pain to screw these all out again after you've just screwed them in. Then you can put the screw on the piston housing. It just slides right back onto the A5. That's all there is to disassembling and reassembling the Tippmann A5 Cyclone feed system.